Dear parents and guardians, thank you for all you have done to support your child's education during these trying times. It has not been easy for any of us, including the children who are missing their teachers, classmates, friends, and socialization. With that being said, I would like to begin with the prayer of St. Francis de Sales. Do not look forward in fear to the changes and chances of this life. Rather, look to them with full confidence that as they arise, God, to whom you belong, will in his love enable you to profit by them. He has guided you thus far in life, and he will lead you safely through all trials, and when you cannot stand it, God will bury you in his arms. Do not fear what may happen tomorrow. The same everlasting Father who cares for you today will take care of you then and every day. He will shield you from suffering or will give you unfailing strength to bear it. Be at peace then, and put aside all anxious thoughts and imaginations. Amen. Parents and guardians, that is a perfect prayer for the time that St. Francis lived, but also in our time. So take that to heart. To date, and I mean to date, it is our intention to reopen St. Francis de Sales School on Wednesday, September 2nd, from 8 o'clock to 11:50 a.m. for grades 1 through 8 and kindergarten boys. And Thursday, September 3rd, for grades 1 through 8 and kindergarten girls. We plan to have our first full day on September 8th, with our pre-K students joining us. We have thoroughly cleaned and sanitized our buildings to prevent the COVID virus. We have ordered all preventive items for our classrooms, teachers, and students. We have sent out all the new protocols to our teachers and will be in-servicing them before the opening of school. We will also be in-servicing teachers on a new virtual learning platform, Samba Live. This platform will allow all of our teachers' lessons to be live streamed. Students that are absent will be able to access the classroom in real time or watch a recorded lesson at a later date. We will also be using Google Classrooms with all of its wonderful features for instruction and online learning. This year, all of our back-to-school nights will be live streamed. Please make sure that our front office has your correct email and contact information. We will be practicing social distancing, cohorting, strategic use of masks, enhanced cleaning, monitoring health, virtual learning, and modified attendance. It is our goal to open this school year and to remain open. This cannot be possible unless the school and the parents agree to the importance of monitoring your child's health daily. Most importantly, this means that children who are experiencing symptoms such as fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion, runny nose, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Parents need to keep their child home until medically cleared to return to school. With parental cooperation in this matter, we will be able to keep the schools open and safe. Cohorting. Cohorting is recommended by the Health Organization as an environmental measure to prevent the disease. Some large school systems are using it as the only method of prevention. Although our schools will be using other precautionary measures, cohorting will be a major part of the plan. With this, we will keep groups of children together for the entire day. They will attend lunch, recess, and classes as a cohort. If a case of COVID-19 were to surface with a cohort, we would then move to virtual learning at home with just the identified cohort. The rest of the school would continue to operate with in-school instruction. Social distancing. Social distancing is also a fundamental practice in all our procedures of operations. Social distancing is deliberately increasing the physical space between people to avoid spreading the illness. Keeping your distance from others lessens the chances of catching and spreading COVID-19. Travel in the hallway, lunch periods, and classroom instruction have all been planned to maximize social distancing. Strategic use of masks. Masks will be mandatory in certain situations, such as travel in the hallway, on the bus, classroom situations with non-cohort members, or when travel about the classroom is necessary without effective social distancing. When a child is at his desk with his cohort in a socially distant situation, the student may remove the mask. Using these principles, a student can remain mask-free for much of the day unless a parent indicates they would like their child to keep their mask on the entire day. Enhanced cleaning. The school will increase the cleaning of common areas and highly used features such as doorknobs, handrails, counters. Children are encouraged to bring their own water bottles to school. Common water fountains will not be used. With this enhanced cleaning, a safer environment can be established. Monitoring health. Every day, parents are primarily responsible for monitoring the health of their children. Teachers will be reminded to check the health of their students during a common activity. Additionally, the school will implement random temperature monitoring. Virtual learning. If a child is sick or a parent suspects that the child is sick, we will have an option where the child can join the class via a telecommunicating practice. The major subjects will be available through this method. Materials will be exchanged through the learning management system. In the case where a cohort has been dismissed from the school and COVID-19 has been identified, the entire cohort will utilize distance learning for the isolation period. Lessons will be delivered through a telecommunicating platform with heavy reliance on the learning management system. Modified attendance. Since we are encouraging parents to monitor health closely, and we also encourage keeping children home if they display symptoms, the grading of attendance has changed. Children will be marked as attending in person or attending virtually. Only when children cannot or do not participate in any of the virtual lessons will they be marked absent. Students will have to bring all of their supplies to school: scissors, glue sticks, pencils, pens, etc. The students' pencil cases should be left in school. Students will not be permitted to share items, and this includes food. Our teachers will encourage students to bring disinfecting wipes, hand sanitizer, and water bottles. Drinking from the fountains, as you know, is not permitted. We do plan to have after-school homework clubs, and we are waiting to hear about a decision from Play on Philly, our POP program. Unfortunately, we will not be permitted to have field trips. We plan to minimize visitors coming into the school. Therefore, students must bring their lunch or order it from school. We will not be permitting dropped off lunches, birthday treats, instruments, projects, etc. And we're sorry for that inconvenience, but the children's safety and the safety of all in the school is paramount. Some good news. Mrs. Flynn, our STEM teacher, received a grant to pursue additional coding classes. Mrs. Flynn will be teaching coding to her students for the first and the second trimester. Ms. Bradley wrote a grant to have the University of the Science professors work with our students, and we are in the processing of figuring how that can be done. Our learning platforms will be Zamba Live and Google Classrooms, which all of our faculty will be in service in August. Hopefully, sooner than later, you will see great renovations and upgrades to our gymnasium, including a brand new floor and padded walls. And last but not least, please register for blocks. We have generous grants to give you tuition for discounts, great tuition discounts. Please do this sooner than later. We have it. We want to offer it to you. Please know how happy and excited we are to have your children return to school. I will be reaching out to you shortly via Zamba Live with more details about the opening of the school year. I'd like to quote Helen Keller, a woman who was very resilient in the face of a lot of adversity. She states, "A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn." So my dear parents and guardians, let's make the turn. Let's make the turn and turn it into a great year for our children. May God bless you and hold you close all your days. And now I would like Sister Jane to repeat what I said in Espanol.
Buenos días a todos. La Sister Mary habló en inglés de todas las reglas que está permitiendo que nosotros regresamos al colegio. Ella nos dijo que el día miércoles 12 de septiembre vamos a empezar con los niños de kinder, solamente las niñas, y desde primer grado hasta octavo grado. Deben estar en el colegio a las 7:50 en la mañana. Hemos limpiado todo el colegio completamente. Estamos ahora limpiando los escritorios, cambiando mesas y diferentes cosas para que nosotros podamos tener una distancia social que siempre están pidiendo. En el mes de agosto, los profesores van a tomar clases para aprender una nueva manera de comunicación con los niños en caso que tenemos que cerrar el colegio de nuevo. Este año, las reuniones de los apoderados va a ser virtual, o sea, por internet. No se puede reunir todos en el colegio. Sister Mary y yo vamos a mandar por internet la información y también los profesores van a comunicarse con ustedes por internet. Van a hacer videos que ustedes pueden saber todo lo que va a necesitar para sus niños. Los niños tienen que traer sus útiles los primeros días del colegio. Nadie puede compartir ninguna cosa con otro niño. Eso quiere decir lápices, scissors, crayolas, papel. Todo lo que trae el niño es de él y no se puede compartir con nadie. Y van a tener un pencil case. También los niños deben traer una botella de agua porque no está permitido usar los fountains de agua que están aquí en el colegio. También los primeros días profesores van a pedir Clorox wipes, toallas de papel, tissues, lo que van a ver y necesitar durante el día. La comida hay que traerlo desde la casa. Si no están comiendo la comida del colegio, hay que traer en la mañana. No se puede traer comida durante el día. No van a abrir el colegio para que uno entregue una comida para la hora de almuerzo. Nosotros vamos a seguir dando desayuno y también el almuerzo como siempre. Pero si no van a comer eso, hay que traerlo desde la casa en la mañana. También, a veces nosotros tenemos celebraciones de cumpleaños y traen cupcakes. No se puede traer nada. No podemos compartir nada de esa comida con otros niños. También hay algunas familias que de repente no han hecho la registración y también no han hecho la aplicación para la beca de Blocks. Mr. Coyne les ayudará si necesitan ayuda. Hay que traer su copia de sus impuestos del año pasado. Si no hacen impuestos, no importa. Hay que venir y hablar con Mr. Coyne. Queremos ayudar a todos en esta parte de los pagos de colegio. Estamos felices que podemos abrir el colegio, pero muy importante que los padres trabajen con nosotros. Si hay alguien enfermo en casa, hay que decir esto al colegio inmediatamente. Más importante, no manden sus hijos si no se sienten bien. Hay que tomar la temperatura en la casa y también lo vamos a hacer aquí en el colegio. Pero si el niño presente que dice que está cansado, no se siente bien, por favor, hay que dejar su hijo o hija en la casa. Entonces, eso debe hacer antes de venir en la mañana. También los máscaras. Tienen que traer, cada niño tiene que traer su máscara todos los días. Hay que usar la máscara una vez y hay que lavarla para el día siguiente o tirarla a la basura. Desde chico, los niños tienen que venir con máscaras puestas. Esta es una regla que nosotros tenemos que seguir. Entonces, la Sister Mary y yo estamos contentos que podemos abrir para ustedes cualquier cosa, cualquier información. Después vamos a estar mandando frecuentemente para que ustedes estén contentos y tranquilos con lo que está pasando. Yo creo que esto, si todos trabajamos juntos, ustedes trabajan con nosotros. Si tienen preguntas, hacen las preguntas, pero lo más importante es si su hijo está enfermo, aunque usted tiene que trabajar, no lo mande al colegio. Eso es muy importante. Si un niño en una clase se enferma, todo el grupo tiene que salir para 14 días con la profesora. Si eso pasa también, por eso nosotros tenemos esa nueva plataforma para internet, porque sabemos que de repente tenemos que cerrar de nuevo. Dios sabe, nadie sabe bien. Por eso tenemos esta nueva plataforma por internet para que ustedes puedan ver la clase si el niño no está en casa. Eso se llama virtual learning y lo vas a ver. Entonces, lo último que quiero decirles es que Dios nos cuide y la Virgen nos cuide todo en ese tiempo. Gracias.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.